It's a Ricky.
It just literally says in the name.
Every single person watching the stream, Panda, will understand what you mean when you say a Ricky can't jungle.
Yeah. Some people just don't figure it out. Like, oh, why he can't jungle? He's a carry. Every carry hero can jungle. No, Ricky can't. That's just one exception. He just can't jungle. Anyway, as mentioned, if this is Team Spirit's game to win, they probably will win the entire series because this is so bonkers that it's literally understand the amount of power words we've used here with T-Pan and T-Gov, and understand that this draft shouldn't win, but if it does, it's a big power spike for Team Spirit.
Okay, let's be all serious. I've been pretty darn negative towards the idea of what Team Spirit represented, but let's at least, like I've already mentioned already,
of course, we always look at positives. We always do.
Like I said, so Ricky's got that Void matchup where if he gets that early lead, he can play into him, the DP, etc. The big team fight, if they make the jump, that's the key thing, right? We mentioned it in the Spider Pig series earlier today. Whatever team makes the jump should be able to win the fight. And that kind of comes into play here where both teams have that one save. SD has Disruption, Oracle has ult, and no teams are contesting for boundary runes, so I can continue monologuing. Axe has the Blink initiation for Axe Call, Live to Win have the Roar, and then the Chrono. It's basically, if you can get rid of that one save and then jump a core, it's going to be pretty good for the team. It's just getting to that point where you can confidently make those plays. Live to Win technically has the earlier timing built into the Beastmaster first item, and that allows for pressure. Void level 6 allows for pressure. Ricky does need some more time, but if Team Spirit can get to that point, then maybe I could see them rolling over the game to some degree, but they have to play goddamn clean Dota.
A lot is on the shoulders of Axe here. Collapse definitely wants to have a better lane than he did in the previous game. I mean, he did all right, but he could have done a lot better. Then again, he was countered by the Monkey King, making his life a whole lot harder. This Axe can make some miraculous plays early on. He can line up with this Phoenix. He can also do some work with the Death Prophet if they get like an early Blink Dagger and start fighting him early. This way, Ricky can join in fights, and Ricky can line up to get more money from all these kills that they participated in the early on. They're trying to get Immersion out of the lane, but at least they force his salve. That's actually something we haven't touched at all. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna show on screen right now about the axe and this shard.
Yeah, please look at the shard. Fire the dart at the target enemy, putting them to sleep 3 seconds. At the end of the duration, the target wakes up and takes. So this is the play. When Ricky has to join a big team fight, he has to sleep the Shadow Demon and then jump the Void. We've worked it out, guys. Yataro's playing for the dagger plays.
Yeah, I guess that could be one because it's a 4-second crowd control, and I'm not sure if it's a basic dispellable or hard dispellable, or is it even dispellable at all. At least the Shadow Demon can keep you in a bubble and safe, but still, you take any damage, it breaks. So what they could do is isolate a core from the fight for 4 seconds. Like, take the Void away completely, for example.
It's very Kappa, but I'm down to watch some Kappa
things. The thing with that dart is that time walking during the 2 seconds gives you all the health back that you just took, basically.
All right,
so if you use a dart after a heavy nuke, you can't use it. You don't get any HP back.
They're so clowny. They were talking about Ricky, who's the carry, using 1,400 gold to put a man to sleep. That's all he... That's, it sounds so good, but then underwhelming.
I don't know.
3 minutes into the game, no one has died. Very slow start.
Just level here on Miposhka. Once Oracle hits level 3, this is a big nuke. Maybe try and kill someone here. Not necessarily Afterlife. Maybe they can get Immersion if he's out of position. So that's what the SD also has to be careful of. Not to misposition himself. You can only use Disruption once.
For Team Spirit, though, another big advantage that they have is this Axe Phoenix lane is really, really strong, especially now that they're against a Void Snapfire.
It's always been really good, too.
Yeah. The only time it's weak is when they're against like a Monkey King or one of these heroes that can really chase them down. So This will be where Team Spirit need to play well on, punish the Void, and then suddenly you get this kind of topwards pressure on the map appearing, barreling into mid. Maybe they play, but they need to really crush their lane to be able to get that type of momentum going. SoNNeikO trying to TP out.
There. Paul.
On the edge, great.
Punch in the face.
Nice little slap to the chin there.
Collapse really needed that too.
Yep.
Triple CS lead for Team Spirit. First blood in the first 4 minutes. Action rune taken by TORONTOTOKYO. So at least the minutes for Spirit looking decent. WAP has an XP advantage. Just a tiny one. It's a quarter of a level on the Death Prophet. But if a QoP does get that early rotation at level 6, rotate some of the TP, blink and ulti, get a quick kill, and then make your way back mid. Maybe you don't lose your tower to level 1 exorcism, and you can make those plays into other levels. I feel like that should be the play for FN, but he does what he does. However, in bottom, Miposhka very low on HP. What the heck was that route? What the heck was... Okay, well, I'm not sure was he trying to get some CS in lane, but that was pretty weird. Immersion gets the bubble up. Toro stacks up poison, uses all of his 1 charges remaining.
It is a big stick lane.
He's going back in. He's going back in. He wants to kill this SD. He gets
Immersion. He really just didn't check if there was a wand on play. All right. Team Spirit getting some kills.
Radiant are scanning.
SoNNeikO rotating for bounty runes, but they're already taken away by the Phoenix.
But this is where, if I think the top lane is the key lane for us to really look at. It's the trade-off that Axe, he's skipping behind tower every time, farming up jungle and lane. So he will be top net worth, you know, the big guy, the really tanky, quick blink dagger, quick kind of tempo setter. But Void, he also gets all the farm he wants. He has the Morbid Mask going, Mask of Madness. He can play under his tower. As long as Axe can maybe keep his catapult alive here, he could also even pressure this tower potentially.
Oh, call in on the Void. Not enough spins though, but he's used it. 10-second cooldown. SoNNeikO coming in as well, but collapse. He was trying to cast the dunk.
Yeah.
He tried to dunk, yeah. But most importantly, he's up 49 CS.
And they kept the catapult
Very
alive.
farmed up, and TORONTOTOKYO rotates to top. FN is running along the river.
He used his illusion rune, which changed aggro back to the catapult to kill it. Doesn't change anything because it's a DP revolt, but just funny that he killed the catapult accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what Team Spirit need to do. They're playing off the Axe having a really good lane. They're playing off the fact DP can take towers. The question for Live to Win is they need to wait for Beastmaster to have his Necrobook, and then that's when they start setting their own pace of the game.
Miposhka TP's mid. He dispels the DD off of the Queen of Pain, but they're instantly hunting for a free kill. It's going to be the Oracle. The disruption comes through from Immersion. TORONTOTOKYO hitting the backline onto SoNNeikO. SoNNeikO will die. Will die to the tower. And Miposhka is fine. FN is forced to teleport away, and Immersion also runs out.
Very, very weird engagements from Live to Win. They're just really reaching for the kill there.
Honestly, even though no matter what we say, we can feel things, we're trying to be as correct as we are, but at the moment, I'm actually happy Team Spirit is pulling off a good early game.
No, for sure, they have to. Like,
I mean, they have to, but I'm happy they are, because this gives them the fighting chance. It's not a stomp.
No, yeah, like they have the Axe Phoenix lane went as well as it's meant to go. This DP done pretty well mid. She actually didn't really get too punished by what is a classic kind of counter, but she
triple
had
net worth lead.
Yeah. So it's
pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. And the question is for Spirit, they need to try and make sure they keep using Exorcism well. They took top tower, then next time they come to mid, this will be when potentially Snapfire has some levels. Like, this is the key thing. The reason why the game looks so good for Spirit, SoNNeikO is level 2. The SD is level 3.
Oh,
when these supports get
setting up on this Ricky, that sentry ward.
Close,
He saw the cast animation of Immersion, but he was faster with the tricks of the trade. Meanwhile, on top, they're diving a dream. Ball doesn't go through. Chrono's available. Teleports are also available, so I have to care for this. Axe is going to back out. 900 gold from having a blink dagger. Meanwhile, QoP in dark trouble, and FN's down, and yatoro gets this one. What the heck happened there? Was that like a max duration route, apparently, that connected? Meanwhile, call comes through on SoNNeikO. Another kill for Team Spirit. 5-1 now.
Yeah, really good stuff. Beastmaster now trying to capitalize on this aggression, taking bot down, but Team Spirit, they're grouping up early, getting yatoro into the game. Like, this Ricky, he has to be present. We mentioned how obviously he can't hit jungle, he is a Ricky, so he starts joining in the fights, gets a nice little pick off him.
Keeping in, looking for a chrono play. This is what the Dream Faces Void is looking for.
Exactly.
FN is here. They have the nuke. They have the damage. The root comes through.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They don't
under
have
They got the silence.
enough
Though. Oh, they
damage.
don't have a point in it.
Well, the key thing is they don't have enough
Radiant's
damage. Like,
bottom tower
Void plus
has
Quat
fallen.
isn't going to be an instant kill. Sure, maybe on one hero, but it's not going to be fight winning enough to repel the aggression. Like, they just need levels and supports. Like, this is where Spirit have done a really good job, where Miposhka nearly level 6, Phoenix nearly 5 and a bit, SD barely 4, SoNNeikO 3.5. Like, they're really struggling, and this is the disparity right now. Spirit can play the map as 4 or 5. Live to Win are barely playing the map with like 2 or 3 heroes, and if Spirit keep riding this aggression, then sure, they can propel themselves into a point where they can keep chaining pickoffs and play around DP, but once minute 10 hits and levels come into play, could change.
Oh, he's got a TP. He's trying to go.
Oh, he does that. Oh my god, that was so close.
Yeah. That was close. That pushes the Axe 200 gold backwards.
Yeah.
Towards the Blink. I was expecting him to die there anyway, but I was like, all right, well, what he can do.
Beastmaster with level 1 Necro. The question is, does he want to commit for the level 3 for the true sight, or is he just going to keep it as a casual Necro one that we have seen quite a lot of Beastmasters in previous patch do?
That's true. A lot of people just decide to keep it as a level 1. Start doing other items in between. Going for auras, or if they really need help, some initiation, they just get Blink Dagger. Which has kind of fallen off a little bit on Beastmasters. He is opting to buy the Necro 3. He's just lined it up in his quick buy.
Yeah, he wasn't using his quick buy. He was really teasing us there. It's like, will I buy it? Will I not?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, Snapfire's got the tone.
We never do.
Sit's coming out. Void has Chrono. Is there a smoke on the cards? Like, the next time DP pushes a lane, if the big Chrono comes in, the snap ult, you can completely dismantle this early kind of lead Team Spirit has had. They don't have Fortify, so mid tower should fall. There it is.
Middle
Yep,
tower
and that
has
means
fallen.
Axis Blink money.
Yep.
Just got it. He's not buying it though. Now there we go.
Yeah.
All right, he's bought it, and we're probably going to see our next big team fight show up, because we have the Chrono combo, we have the setups for it, we have the Blink as well from Team Spirit. 11 minutes into this game,
Radiant's
so
bottom
they
tower
just might
is
be
under
the
attack.
aggressors, and Live to Win have to respond to it.
This is kind of like, in my opinion, this is kind of like the make or break moment for Team Spirit's draft, where if they crush this next fight, they really put themselves in a position of constantly owning the
Dire's
map.
top
But
tower
if they
is under attack.
lose it with EXO being used, it's an issue. Oh, SD going deep.
And Axis, he's still got that courier coming this way. Immersion dropping low on HP. Here comes the Void, and he's looking for it. The egg, he's gonna have to target this one with the ball. It doesn't connect. The egg does go off. Actually, it gets destroyed. That was what I meant to say. So that an Immersion both down. Queen of Pain very low on HP, and he's also dead. TORONTOTOKYO with the Exorcism is gonna have enough damage to take the kill. Dream, SoNNeikO. It's just the two of them. Beastmaster still pushing in bottom. The collapse Blink comes through. And that was the Blink reveal as well, because he only now just picked it off the courier. It was actually smart for him to walk around and reveal that he doesn't actually have it, but he does now. But SoNNeikO might have just wandered a little bit too deep here, and SoNNeikO is dead. And also the silence on the Faces Void. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Immersion just TP is in a little bit too late, so he's going to also have to give his life away. And this Ricky's punishing them right now. Here comes the Beastmaster, and he seems to give enough threat here. Looking for the ultimate, looking for the roar. Collapse goes in for the call on the back line to the SD, and there we go. The roar comes out, and they will take down TORONTOTOKYO, and Beastmaster will fall down as well. And they do seem to get Collapse as well, as he dies to the tower. That tier 2 tower is a really bulky machine. That hurts, but that's a long fight. Who comes out stronger? It does look like Team Spirit pull off the stronger edge, but Miposhka is still being chased, so we can't see the fight recap because these Necro books are still hitting him. They're going all the way. No.
This is still such a big net win for Team Spirit in the idea of like Live to Win. This Beastmaster, he held his TP for so long. Like, he didn't even want to join the fight. Like, maybe if he joined a lot earlier when that Chrono comes in. Like, the reason why Beastmaster is so good in that draft, he's enabling that early damage. The inner beast enables the Void to do a bit more. You have the Necro, the Roar is so strong, but he just wasn't in the fight. Just kept pushing bottom. So Team Spirit, they really capitalize on numbers advantage, and their heroes do counter Live to Win in the very early portion of the game, and they are utilizing that to great effect. And for Live to Win, I think they're too happy with the type of draft that they have, the fact that they do outscale Team Spirit eventually, and they're just being too confident in trying to play the entire map. And because of that, it amplifies Team Spirit's early advantage of Ricky smokescreen against Void, the early push, and this Axe is making some very good calls. But Live to Win, they have to play as 5 in these early engagements. Like, the fact that they used Chrono, only got 1 kill, and then they luckily didn't lose the tier 2. This could have been a devastating fight where they not only waste Chrono, they lose the tier 2, and the game gets really hard. Ricky now has Diffusal Blade as well, and instantly hunting. Axe is gonna maybe blink as well.
Oh.
That was close.
Call.
That literally was a close call.
Sadly, this the call doesn't connect for Team Spirit. For Live to Win, they're happy that faces Void doesn't fall here.
I just realized, by the way, Panda, how many people do watching the draft like, damn, I'm gonna bet on Live to Win.
I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna say that we were maybe very one-sided, but on the other hand, that's the magic of everything, because we're not the ones playing.
There we go. Dream smoked up from behind.
They're almost close. The Chrono's there, but the DP doesn't end up in it, and she has also got the Yules, but they move into the Chrono. The Yules doesn't even go off.
Oh, Ricky on the backline. He's been.
They don't want to use it. yatoro has to run. FN chasing Cookie going through. Where's the detection? There it is. Walks into a sentry. Now Dream is waving his hand, but FN will throw the 5-5. yatoro down, and that was a big victory for Live to Win. This was their first one-team fight.
And this is what I was referencing in the draft. So luckily, I now sound a little bit smarter than I have been for the last 14 minutes, where I felt a little bit awkward. Money. But, you know, it all comes back around eventually. Beastmaster was also in the fight. big addition.
What the heck was that sound?
That was Axe calling and then grunting at the fort, having a very grunty
Axe. I mean, it's not as like the Beastmaster.
And
there we go. Oh, Afterlife.
Look at the tips.
Tips are going through.
But these tips, they're not congratsing him on killing the Axe. They're like, thanks for actually joining us, you know? Ugh.
Yeah, it's redemption in a sense, because exactly. He didn't come before, and that was something I was going to talk about before when you were going on about the plays we saw. yatoro was trying to high five, and actually he was trying to tip Afterlife, but he ended up pressing the high five, and then he tipped Afterlife. He was the only person who did. Meanwhile, DP actually thrown in the air, but FN gets out. That was an aggressive Yules actually by FN.
Double damage.
DD for Void, but 1 minute for Chrono. I think it goes.
Live to Win have to play around. Like, taking away Aegis from Team Spirit is really important, because if Ricky has Aegis, suddenly you can't simply blow him up inside a Roar. You can't use Chrono. So utilizing this DD, having that Medallion Beastmaster, the Inner Beast, really good. Team Spirit are just not aware of this. They don't have scan available. They just can't contest it. So very good read from Live to Win.
It is. 16.5 minutes in, first Aegis goes for the Void.
But also it gives the flip side where both teams, they're trying to enter the fight with a big explosive pickoff, right? Ideally, you want to kill Void on Live to Win, and on Team Spirit, you probably want to kill the Oracle. So having this Aegis removed, like, it allows Live to Win to send their Void in. Go on, buddy. Go find out where they are. You know, if you die, we'll promise we'll save you. And for Team Spirit, the same thing would have happened for maybe the Ricky. Go on, buddy. Go up into the high ground. Go tank Aurora or Chrono. You have Aegis, right? So, yeah, Aegis is super important for both of these drafts. And for Team Spirit, the draft that needs to have this early window of the game go all their way, it is going to be a little bit harder now for them. A little bit sadder to hit some of their key timings. But they are smoked up. They are looking to instantly try and find a pickoff where they hope Live to Win after getting Aegis, but maybe get a little bit too relaxed.
Afterlife is swarming with neutral items. Doesn't have room for any of these, so SoNNeikO has to intervene. But that spots himself a ward at least.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
17 minutes in, Axe Shark check.
Radiant structures are fortified.
No one's got any quick buy, but in 2 minutes time you might see it. Oh, hold up.
EXO in top. And a smoke
Radiant's
coming
middle
in
tower
towards the
is
top
under
lane
attack.
while everybody else is leaving.
Dire's structures are fortified.
TORONTOTOKYO, you sure you want to do this? Clip's been used. They're coming in between. They find yatoro. They got the roar onto this Ricky. And here's the call from Collapse. But can they save this Ricky? The ulti from Miposhka comes in through. And Evan is dropping very low on HP. He's got 100 remaining. And he's going to go down. yatoro gets the kill first. And SoNNeikO's on the run as well. They're going to take us down. The Chrono coming in as well from Dream. And trying to take down the Axe. But the Axe is being protected by all those heals. And he has also lost half of his HP. So bad with the stun. But the Yules comes out. So the Void doesn't ever get stunned by the Phoenix. Meanwhile, yatoro going on Immersion this time, and Steam Spirit, they're going to find another kill. 3 heroes down, and Dream holding onto that Aegis for now, but live to win. End up losing 3 members of their team, and they managed to intervene Team Spirit just in time.
So weird, because like they were just live to win all
Dire's
together, right? They
top
grouped up.
tower
How
is
did they
under
get so
attack.
disconnected at the start of that fight? Like when Ricky gets roared, Live to Win should just be collapsing that hero. So I honestly lost track of how Live to Win got so split up, and then they hit the big
And Dream goes
That's
back
Aegis,
into
yeah.
Aegis gone. Mortimer's kisses fly through.
That's very awkward.
Is
Is he gonna
setting
find
up, maybe?
Nope, no one. It's nighttime.
staying? Do they have vision advantage? They see them. They see the Void. They see the Snap. They see the Beast. They see everybody right now. The Necro units are being tanked. The silence on the Faceless Void comes through as well. It's a very long one because it's the DP one, and he's rooted up. The cookie from SoNNeikO, and Collapse comes in back as well. He's joining the party with his team. Meanwhile, the rest of Live to Win, they're on the low ground, but they get the chance on TORONTOTOKYO on the ulti from FN.
Cool.
And Afterlife gets the kill, but the call coming in from Collapse, collapsing onto the backline, onto Afterlife, onto Immersion, and Immersion is going to go down. By the looks of it, after that bubble is going to end, and he will. Afterlife, however, has already cleared out 2 heroes, and they're going to get yatoro. They're going to make a triple kill out of it.
I keep saying it's a big, and then they always die after. Like, it's a big chrono, I'm not lying. He hit 3 people, but it wasn't good. It's a big kill, he hit like 2-3 people, but he didn't kill them. I need to change my terminology, I think.
Well, but he Yules kind of takes away that blade mail from Collapse.
He's trying.
In the draft that is going to be one of those things that just really annoying to go up against. So
Oh, he got the rune.
between
He
all
got the
three.
rune, Panda.
He already knew his fate was sealed. He was looking at the clock.
Yeah.
All right, this is my time to shine.
But these fights, these are so spooky because I think Team Spirit, they're showcasing how if Live to Win have that delayed execution, that delayed entry to the fight, i.e. 1 by 1, suddenly the silence is coming to play, the pick-off potential, the app's cool, and then they have this turnaround from the Oracle. But once that fight prolongs a little bit longer, DP doesn't have Exo, Phoenix doesn't have Egg, Oracle doesn't have Ultimate, suddenly Live to Win, they have that skirmishing ability, Snapfire, SD always present, Beastmaster Quap, they can get in and out of the fight, be super annoying. So yeah, I think Spirit, they are very well punishing Live to Win's poor entry to some of these fights, but it's the tail end of the longer ones that Live to Win are able to really come out on top.
21 minutes now passed, and no axe shards are in the quick buys of any player right now.
But also, Void
Focusing
actually
on
has
essentials.
the Manta now. That's a key thing. He only cares about Ricky silence. He has the Manta to deal with the DP. So a much more enjoyable game for him at least.
Are we seeing an Aether Lens for the Snapfire? I'm just liking the idea of a longer range cookie to get Void kind of out of the silence. Force Staff is a lot better, but I wouldn't really mind
I
seeing
think
an Aether Lens.
realistically, he doesn't need that. I think.
Okay.
Just
Radiant's
cookie alone.
Yeah, it
is enough.
might be a bit
Under
overkill.
attack.
You don't really get any benefits on any other spell.
Radiant
So.
structures are
Not too
fortified.
good.
Tickety boo, but now we're past the 20-minute mark. Let's check if anyone wants to buy a shot. No one does.
No, I literally just did
I'm
that.
just
Like,
checking. Yeah, no one. It's realistically,
No worries.
it's not that good. None of these heroes have like, oh my god, what the hell, shot. You know.
yeah. The DP
Radiant's
armor
bottom
is
tower
useful
has
again
fallen.
because of the chrono, but I think that's something we talked about yesterday. Being able to frontline
FN,
damage
yeah.
and FN. This is a big one.
He's dead, isn't he?
50 seconds.
Did they get the
And
rune?
meanwhile, they're initiating on the Phoenix. The Roar has been used. 1 for 1. And Spirit are collapsing. They're looking Afterlife. They're looking for someone. Can they get there? Blink available gets the call, and he cancels the teleport. He thought he didn't get it, but he actually did. He was walking away thinking that I didn't get this one. Oracle is almost dying here. Holy crap.
He had to hit himself, didn't he? Like, he just oh, because Christ, that was close.
At least he's got ultis and salves.
Yeah,
Bloody
the
hell.
shovel. Yeah, it's so good when he gets the shovel and he gets these salves. It is just free HP at that point. So you obviously can't cancel the salve during the ultimate. And yeah, I think Live to Win overall will be pretty happy with that engagement, simply because they were able to kill. Oh wait, is Immersion now dead? If he stayed for that ward, he'd have died. Oh, that was close. But yeah, Team Spirit, they react very quickly to their Phoenix dying in bot lane. They also perfectly kill off FN in the river. So really good just general map movement to punish the aggression of Live to Win. And I'm looking for when that next big fight comes into play, it's gonna be so close. Like, does Oracle survive? Does the Riki get the good jump? There isn't an Aegis on Void, of course. The Beastmaster has Roar again, but the Blink Dagger this time, so he can always get to the back plane. Like, it's all about Oracle's positioning now, in my opinion. Like, if he can get that big clutch ult off to turn around the pacing of the fight, and Spirit can fight during the EXO, that's when they can maybe take it.
Oh, and they're smoking up, but look at FN's quick buy. He's going for an Aeon disc.
Yeah,
just to survive a little bit longer and get all those stuff off.
TORONTOTOKYO, he's showing mid. They're all smoked up. They don't care about him. No, they care about finding the Oracle first.
No, tank this. Roar comes out. TORONTOTOKYO is not going to go in to save his mate because he might need this Yolk himself in the Corona. One Miposhka there. Lovely split coming out here. Finding one, finding two, finding three.
That was like I haven't seen a smoke be that effective.
That was fantastic.
Like, not only did they jumped the Phoenix just kind of blindly. They saw the DP after walking up the other high ground, and then Void instantly located the Oracle and was like, nope, no, not allowing this to happen. So they not only did they kill one, but then two, then they caught the Oracle as well. That was a really good smoke, but it does give a window for Team Spirit. Without Chrono, without Roar, without Quapult, maybe Team Spirit can just group up and make an aggressive play for themselves. Like that kill didn't net like a tier 1, or Roshan wasn't alive, right? And Roshan's respawning in 20 seconds. That's a quick Roshan. This is a play where Live to Win. Realistically, this type of smoke should be where they break down Spirit and get themselves that second Aegis for free. So they have to be careful now that Spirit aren't able to quickly identify Roshan is spawning very soon.
And also BKB on the Axe now, so Collapse has a tiny bit of extra roaming space now. Not get instantly controlled as he goes for the blink call, so he doesn't get Yules in the air. He actually gets the damage off his blade mail. Toro is scouting very deep. There's a sentry now.
Aegis is up. The Roshan is up. The Riki's crew just scouted it out.
There's also this 1 HP sentry still here that I was pinging, well not pinging, but I was pointing out earlier, because the Riki illusions.
Oh, he bought the blessing.
Like,
he bought the blessing.
Wait,
the Beastmaster, sorry. Oh, you can control them. Okay, I thought it was just dive bomb. Oh,
and damn. You said we're not going to see flying hawks.
I thought he could. Okay, I forgot he could control them. All right, that's hyper tell. I thought it was literally just a dive
bomb. Now.
All right, that's
the Hawks are dive bombers.
Dude, that's so hype. Dive bomb, dive bomb.
And look at that. He's got that one Hawk ready. It's in the pit. It's in the pit. Mortimer's Kiss is flying through. And there goes the call from Collapse. It's going to take down the Beastmaster. Yatoro is able to get the Aegis for himself. The Radiant take the kill.
He didn't.
No dive bomber. Still
that's the dive
scouting. Now it goes off.
Oh.
My God, that was bad.
I wasn't looking.
That was not a dive. Did you see what the heck that was? It was a bird trying to. It looked like he was trying to do some kind of swan dive into a swimming pool.
Oh no! All right. But more importantly, I spoke about the importance of Aegis of both of these teams, and now Spirit is the one with the Aegis. So now this Riki can go and poke his head up into the high ground, can at least be tank out of Chrono. The key thing here is he can't get killed by a Roar, and then they layer the Chrono on top, because that's where that Aegis is completely wasted. That is the one key setup that Live to Win can try and utilize. As long as, you know, Miposhka isn't in position to cancel that with his ultimate, but still. Game's going really well for Spirit. Very, very well. Especially that the second Roshan, this is, yeah, one of the best players. And it is a product of Live to Win going super aggressive without knowing when Roshan could truly respawn. Because if they had their spells up outside of Roshan, this would have been just a massive fight. But it's controllable with Hawk, so kind of funny actually. The fact that you can actually move them, I legit thought, like, wow, that's insane. Like, you can just... a free ward, oh my God.
Very useful to have, and now look at that, the side Dream. Yatoro's there, the sentries are down, they quickly catch a glimpse of Riki, but he's gonna go back in. He's gonna walk back in. He wants to get that sentry out of the way. He's gonna go for SoNNeikO, trying to pull some attention, get some attraction, some attention going on here. Still no actual break being used. They're very stacked. Dream could find a beautiful chrono here. Still waiting, and his friend's already dying.
SoNNeikO was so hungry to kill that ward. Like, he was like, I want to kill the wards, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, and at the same time, Dream is probably calling like, keep baiting. And he had an opportunity, but they were still very, very badly positioned. Like, around this ward spot right here, you could see people being here and here and in front. It's like, okay, but
kind of hold up. Look at Collapse though. He TP'd to tier 2, allowing this TP tier 1 to
oh, and he goes for FN. Does he have it? The root comes out. The sun ray.
What an amazing
play to go through, and he's dead.
So Collapse, like, he TP'd to the tier 2, knowing that most likely his tier 1 would get pressured, allowing for the quick TP to be present for that tower. Yeah, that was so good. And then they're instantly drawing the line to bottom, but maybe this is where Live to Win can now punish that TP to top if TORONTOTOKYO is for some reason to show in bot lane. But with the vision still up, they should be able to get out. Oh, they found Miposhka.
Comes through.
Oh, okay.
It's got the Oracle. The Yules at least goes out. They're going to get the Oracle kill with a Chrono, but it's not really the prime target.
Look at yatoro.
They get something more. And Team Spirit is like, let's go. They put the wards down on the ground. They see where they're coming from. They get to disengage, but there's no chrono for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
This game is just like ping-ponging around the map, just trying to find the pick-off. It's like, all right, guys, we killed the quad. All right, run out. Okay, we killed the Oracle. Run down here, you know? So the difference here is simply for Team Spirit, when they get a pick-off, they're using app. When Live to Win's getting a pick-off, they're using Raw or they're using Chrono. So it just gives even more confidence for this Riki to do work. And SoNNeikO might be dead again.
Nice. He's dead. He's under.
Oh, he's trying to kill.
Actually, he's
very ambitious.
Actually, yeah, he is very ambitious. Collapses here. The courier comes out. The call should be there. Not even using his blade mail. He's not even using his blade mail.
He doesn't respect the right-click damage.
Cap is dead. Still a Chrono Sphere on cooldown. And 4 comes through. Okay. Instantly purged away by Collapso and yatoro. Afterlife is dead. It's coming apart for Live to Win right now. This is a weak minute that they've had.
It's the product of the confidence of an Aegis on Riki. Like, he really is just running around the map doing whatever he wants. But he has a sentry, so he can... Yeah. Axe has no blink. Oh, fogging behind a single tree. Very nice from Immersion. But there's nothing else. Alright, he's dead. See you, buddy.
Axe is whipping himself.
Move quickly. Why not? Yeah. And you Live to Win are basically playing the game of, let's just try and make Spirit run around and kill us a lot because they have an Aegis. And then when they don't have an Aegis, we'll be able to just make one big fight and try and kill them. As long as we actually kill the Riki, the Oracle, and the DP in the fight. And that's why you see the Beastmaster, like, it looks kind of dumb, but they are just trying to do lots of mini plays on the map to never allow Spirit to just cleanly move together with DP.
Yeah, but that I have to say, that was also Live to Win using a fantastic smoke earlier on, but this, I have to say, this was also some very good Aegis usage as well.
100%,
Team Spirit,
yeah.
Very active and very dangerous in a sense as well. And I have to say, with 31 minutes in this game, as we started off after the draft, or almost during the draft, we've really upset all the viewers in a sense, because they don't know if it's 2-0 or 1-1, neither do we.
Yeah, it's the beauty of Dota, right? Sometimes teams don't play that well and the game gets really cool. I'm joking, no. No, this is just... No, Team Spirit's just playing really well, in fairness. Like, they have... Like, I think Collapse is so far kind of my match MVP, just for his active nature. Like, he has hit so many big calls, been so present, and he is, he's doing so much work right now for Team Spirit. The question is simply, can they keep this momentum going? Their 5k lead they had was simply a product of the Aegis, but now, guess what? It's not up anymore. Live to Win, if they smoke the keeping, when they smoke, sorry, they have to kill the Riki, they have to kill the Oracle. If they remove these two heroes, they can barrel it down a lane. If they don't kill these two heroes, suddenly Team Spirit punish the lack of Chrono, punish the lack of Raw, and then Team Spirit can just utilize their minimal cooldown lineup and, you know, threaten Live to Win.
Let's talk about Axe.
All right.
Axe.
Yeah, what about it, mate?
So he has it, and we have Battle Hunger, reducing armor, giving him armor, reduces Berserker's Call's cooldown by 2 seconds, so it's 3.2 seconds up.
The armor is so good, though.
The armor is really good, especially in this game. does mitigate a lot from
But
this
effective target,
phase
it's actually so
Dyer's
good.
top
Like,
tower is
if he
under
gets this on
attack.
like 2 or 3 heroes, like it's 7 per, right? And it stacks. So suddenly, you know, 3-man berserker. Whew.
Do
You're gonna be a tanky
roll
bot.
around. See, we have another shard.
Any
that already.
blessings or shards? Sorry.
No blessings, no shards by the looks of it. We have a gem on the Oracle.
All right, all right.
It's a big for the Spirit team. Kind of like get some of that map control, get rid of those wards,
Yep.
get the those nasty, pesky sentries.
Yeah,
as
pesky.
well
That's
that
the
you
word
just-
we're looking for.
Yeah. Now Yatoro can live a bit easier.
Okay, so Roshan can
Radiant's
respawn
bottom
within
tower
30
is
seconds.
under
You see how
attack.
Live to Win, they're changing up their playstyle. Like, guys, wait a second. If we
I feel like
fight
pushing high
at
ground.
Roshan,
Dyer's
life's a lot
middle
better. We
tower
push in
is
this
under
bot
attack.
lane, we keep Roshan timed correctly, and then guess what? Big Roshan fight, we win that. Live to Win should be able to try and be more confident in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower
Flip side,
is
Team
under
Spirit,
attack.
they're looking for a pick-off, never allow Live to Win to have this type of map construct. They get the next Roshan. I could easily see Team Spirit just punishing this game and maybe even looking for high ground if they get the right pick-off.
And while all of this was happening, they were hunting for a kill. Nobody defended this bottom tier 3 tower for like the last half a minute, so they know
Radiant's
something's
bottom
up. The
tower
tower's
is
already
under
lost
attack.
700 HP.
Radiant are scanning.
And I was about to ask for Roshan timers, but
50 set. Oh, nice. This is so
Yep.
good because
less
it's
than a
like,
minute.
it's close enough where both teams are really confident to take a big fight right now. And
They're closing up. Yatoro goes in. Doesn't have the silence out yet. Now he does, but look at that. That AoE. Oh, actually, that's never mind. That's the DP silence, and Immersion is the target, and the Shadow Demon goes out. Lincoln's has been popped by Ricky, so now they finally know at least that, okay, Ricky has a Lincoln's. We need something to pop that as well. But that's a pick-off, and SD down for 40 seconds. Roche is up in 20. They might be able to start Roshan. If they do make the call for it, they might start Roshan while SD's still dead. But the timer is not going to be very long. On the positive side, there's no outpost to TP to. So mid tier 2 is the closest way to get to Roshan for Live to Win.
Yeah, luckily they at least have this mid tier 2. That is like probably the saving grace of this Roshan fight, where like Team Spirit, they have just Radiant tier 1. This is going to be insane value for all these buybacks, but
I wonder what's going on in Team Spirit comms right now. Yep, collapsing on Roshan. 10 seconds. 10 seconds before
Carry
SD.
died.
And this...
Is Littleman even aware of this?
Dyer are
Oh,
scanning.
but they
Doesn't look
haven't
like
sent
they're
any
stacking up for a
couriers. They've not
smoke.
sent a Hawk. They've done nothing to check for Roshan.
They're using a dire scan on FN to make sure that Quap gets out.
Oh, this is actually horrendous. The most critical
That's
point
a
of the game.
refresher.
They're too late. They're just too late.
That's a double exorcism. That's a cheese and an Aegis. TORONTOTOKYO double ulti available.
Okay, they're gonna maybe
and a
still look
smoke
for the
and a smoke.
fight.
Okay. They know they used exorcism for Roshan, so they might fight without the exorcism being up. But then there's the refresher that is still there. They're trying to set up Yatoro. They're coming in from the side as well. It's Afterlife looking for the opener. He's got a Hawk, giving some vision. He's also in there. He's in the zone. This is a full commitment. They're going to go for this right now. And look at Team Spirit, how they are sitting very close to each other in this small little box formation. FN is here. Dream is here, looking for the opening. Still can't get in. The enticement, the anticipation.
No, really good though.
It's not
But they
gonna
retreat to the high ground though. This is really good though. They retreat to the high ground and it
the
allows
CG
them
now.
to, yeah. They have the double
Dyer's
ward
middle
set up,
tower
so
is under attack.
don't need to play in the river.
Dyer's
Just pressure the mid tier
structures
1,
are-
tier 2 tower. This is
I was getting in the zone.
yeah, well. Let's go give it a carrot
But
then, mate.
at least, it has set up something to wait for the next time, because 60 seconds for Exorcism to be back up again. And Team Spirit, they have a 9,000 gold lead, Aegis, Cheese, and of course, already mentioned twice, that double ulti. What do Live to Win have? What do they have? Chrono MK.
Dyer's top
There's 700
tower is
gold
under
from
attack.
Snapfire having Gobble Up, and for them, they just need to find the backlines. If they can kill off the Phoenix and Oracle at the start of the fight, this Ricky Aegis just won't have that much value. And you saw in the positioning of that previous attempt of an engagement, they were
Radiant's
really
middle
trying to get
tower is
around,
under
but
attack.
again, like the last 2 Roshans going the way of Team Spirit is honestly like the most potentially game-winning plays that they could have made.
Oh, what a beautiful blink call from Collapse. Knows exactly where Beastmaster is. The roar comes out, but Yatoro and TORONTOTOKYO, they're both here. So is the Phoenix. And they kill the Beastmaster. Gone for 75 seconds. And no
The
roar.
line has been drawn. Phoenix wants out.
Has been drawn.
You can see it instantly. They're like, guys, push the lanes. quickly.
Okay, we see 37-minute mark, tier 4 items dropping. Penta-Edge Sword comes out. I saw something else come as well. Let's see. Penta-Edge Sword, Timeless Relic, and Flicker. So Relic and Flicker are for Live to Win. Relic is actually really nice to have on their team. That's either a super long roar or more control for the SD, more duration on the ulti and the disruption. The Penta-Edge Sword basically gives Yatoro some extra melee attack range.
Okay.
What wouldn't a Riki love to have more than plus 80 attack range and a Sanj on top?
Yeah, just a nice little sign. But okay, so SoNNeikO, he just completes his axe. We're gonna have a gobble up.
3 axes and not an
It's just
axe
the
to
fact that
be
Team
found.
Spirit have this Aegis. Like the Riki, he's just running around doing whatever he wants. He has Skadi, Lincoln's, Manta. Like he's so annoying to kill now. Like he's got over the hurdle of.
Spell Prism.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice item. Really nice items for Live to Win, honestly.
Yeah, but Void needs this spell.
But is it going to help them, though? Because Yatoro's just going in and he's found Dream. Gonna be the primary target. The Soul Catcher comes through. They're gonna heal this Riki up, preventing from dying.
This is where Live to Win, even though they're 11k down, Team Spirit can never truly threaten high ground because DP, sure, she can walk up and try and ult, but like there's so much high ground defense with Live to Win, like the SD spells, the raw.
What the heck was that? Holy crap! That's
hey.
a long jump. And Beastmaster's just given up all hope, basically.
What did he?
What the heck can he even do there?
What did he? What? Why is he there?
He
Radiant's
literally
bottom tower
got blink
is under
struck
attack.
from here. From here to
He
here.
is level
Dire's
24.
top
Like the
tower
level
He is.
kind of
That was an insane. And here comes Dream. He needs to be the saving grace. BKB is available. It's going to get Disrupt save for now. TORONTOTOKYO. Exorcism is running. Has another ultimate available. And Dream is going to jump back to safety. Team Spirit. Can they do it? Against all odds. Against
Dire's
everyone's
top
doubts
barracks are
right
under
now.
attack.
Taking a lane of racks for themselves. Dream. Immersion. Holding on to the Mortimer's Kisses. Dream. He knows he cannot
Dire's
panic with
top
Chrono,
barracks
otherwise
has
that
fallen.
is going to be the end of the game. As soon as he uses it, Oracle is just going to save the target. That's going to be the main focus. So Riki technically has almost 3 lives. And he's found FN. Outside of the base, pops his BKB, gets to safety. That's a 10-second BKB. Yatoro's still going to relentlessly keep on going, maybe. No, he's gonna let him go. That's a
don't know.
10-second BKB on cooldown.
I don't know what's happened to Live to Win. They were so dominant in game 1, and in this game they just like, especially the Beastmaster old age, he's just being a bit out of position. Like for example, the top fight he never TP'd to, it suddenly gave him the big advantage, and then like he keeps getting picked off now because Collapse is playing so well, and then he dies again in this bottom area of the map, and then just gives away another rack. So Team Spirit. That third Roshan was such a game-changing point of the fight where like it wasn't scouted out. Like we never saw Beastmaster send a Hawk to check. Like the fact Live to Win never utilized their vision advantage.
Oh, but Yatoro, you don't have any friends around right now. You've got to get out. Gobble Up comes out, but the man to dodge! Is it going to be enough, though? He has to jump to safety. FN is silenced up. The Chrono comes out. Is going to hit on the Phoenix, but there's an A on this, and this Phoenix ain't going to die. Not so soon. Finally does. TORONTOTOKYO, 3,800 HP, going to survive. And Immersion is going to take a lot of damage, and Collapse isn't going to be getting anywhere. He's not going to get this SD. They can't get the Dream kill either. He's going to go back away by the Dispersion. Disruption, even. Immersion is out. Dream is also trying to get to safety. SoNNeikO is here. And on the back lines, it's the Beastmaster trying to get something to happen. Buybacks are coming through. Collapse is getting kills. Dream is dead inside the base. Collapse just went for a quick snipe all by himself. And Beastmaster is dying, and he is dead. The gem on the ground doesn't really matter. Team Spirit, meanwhile, Collapse space. He has at least some kind of space has been created because he did get the kill on the Faceless Void all by himself. Everybody else went to hunt for the Beastmaster, but the push. And do they have the cheese in TORONTOTOKYO. The shard is on the Phoenix. Double egg. Let's see if that is the case.
Egg. He's probably just holding it for now.
Going in. Shiva starts to be used. The buyback coming in from the Faceless Void, and the Phoenix still being silenced up, but he's going to be there. He's going to get the Sunray. He gets his ulti up as well. He's healing the DP. The DP ain't going down. He's not dying at all. The Oracle ulti comes in as well, and Dream's already half HP.
Dire's structures
He's popped his BKB, but he's not doing any damage right now because Team Spirit are holding their ground. The Exo is running right now. The Glyph has been used. The tier 3 tower is falling. Chrono, 40 seconds. Roar is off cooldown, but there's no buyback on this Beastmaster. He's 300 gold
Dire's
short.
middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle
Still
barracks
pushing
has
this
fallen.
mid lane. The
Dire's
melee
middle
racks, the range
barracks
racks
has
down.
fallen.
And down to one singular lane. And there's still a tier 2 tower, which they will get out of the way. They're also
Dire's
smoked
bottom
up in the
tower is
back line
under
with
attack.
Miposhka. So bad will pop his. Laps is also still smoked up for a few more
Dire's
seconds,
bottom
but
tower has
Live to Win
fallen.
ain't gonna leave their base. How do they fight this? Chrono's gonna be up though.
They need to be the aggressors. They need to be the ones setting the pace of the game. But I don't want to say it again, but since that third Roshan, where they just failed to check it, they just can't play Dota. This Ricky, he's overcome the hurdle of what Live to Win has. Every time he has Aegis, he doesn't care about Beastmaster having the Necro Free. He doesn't care about the Void having Chrono. Like, he just runs around, does his thing, and because he's had now 10 minutes or 2 Aegises of time where he's just been able to do his own thing, he is so farmed. And Live to Win, they just haven't executed their draft rate. When have we seen them, other than the first 20 minutes of the game, when have we seen them hit a big Chrono laid with the Snapfire roll or the big Quappo? It's always been, like, if you look at a highlight reel,
Well, we
last
saw,
20
we
minutes.
saw one gobble up, but it looked like Yatoro Manta dodged the initial
Yeah,
stun.
sure.
He got cookied right
Yeah,
after.
Exactly, but it's the idea that
He's going in.
yeah, they're just literally being ran at non-stop for 24
Target
minutes.
Snapfire. Right to cookie away. He's gonna get killed by the Crypt Swarm. Has to buy back. There we also have the BKB from Dream looking for the Chrono. He's got the Phoenix, but the Aeon Disc will pop once again. They should be able to kill the Phoenix this time. No, the egg goes off, but they're gonna have to focus this, and they're getting the Yules on one. But Defen trying to get out. They get the egg to get destroyed, and Phoenix is out, but they also have to save their faces. Void FN also in big trouble. The Mortimer's Kisses finally fly through. A bit late from SoNNeikO, but he's getting something done here. FN is dead to Yatoro. Dream is dying 300 HP. They've lost Immersion. They're going to lose even more. Dream is trying to make his way out, but Yatoro doesn't go the right way. Well, it doesn't go the same way, at least, with the Live to Win
Dire's
remains.
middle tower is
It's a
under attack.
2 for 2, but how many buybacks were used? SoNNeikO bought back. It's a 2 for 3 with a buyback on the Snapfire,
just a-
and that's the last one.
It's just a little bit too late. Like, Live to Win are making all these, the big spells. They're chronoing, they're Ricky, they're doing this, but they're doing it when they're 20k down and 2 racks down. Like, in the grand scheme of it, it just doesn't matter. They need to somehow they need to team wipe them like 2 or 3
gonna
times.
exorcism the last lane.
This Ricky is just way too disruptive. Like, this DP is way too tanky. The Oracle is so hard
Double up.
to...
Once
nice,
again,
nice.
Yatoro just dodges it. Beautiful stun comes out as well. The BKB has been used from Dream. He's got no Chrono. He's going to have to man fight this, but there's nothing to hit. There's nothing to hit. He can't even clear these illusions out.
Dire's bottom tower has
TORONTOTOKYO.
fallen.
Man, he's manning this front line. Almost 4k HP with that heart picked up on this DP. SoNNeikO gets a bit. He's going to have to watch. He's just going to have to watch his buildings fall. This is mega creeps.
Dire's bottom barracks
They just have to reset now. Like,
now have mega
if they wanted to be like super disciplined, they could literally wait for another Aegis, i.e. go to Roshan and then go again. Like, it has respawned.
Thank you, my beauties.
46 minutes. Team Spirit 25k ahead. Mega creep secured. Live to Win. They're on the edge. The edge of this game too. That. Remember that probability graph at the start of the game?
Yeah, what are we saying? What's it now? Oh yeah.
It was. I'm not looking at it now, but it was 55-45.
They factored in Live to Win never contesting Roshan after the first
Do
one.
do I want to press F8? I don't think I'm gonna,
100%
because
don't
Collapse
worry.
is already going in. SoNNeikO is falling low. He's at 5 HP, and he's down.
No good.
Half AP indeed. Immersion. The next one to fall.
They just can't stop the
Collapse
onslaught.
double kill.
Yeah.
Donk in the face.
Collapse is absolutely
Live to win.
on Axe, by the way. When he gets a lane that he can play,
He's a
like,
god on Mars, but apparently he's a god on Axe as well. There's a dive bomber. He wants to kill the dive bomber first. Then there's the report coming out. There's also the Crow. The egg comes in the back line. Axe might fall, but Oracle's there to save the day. Evan will fall as well. And Dream gets stunned up by Yatoro. Over the Phoenix stun. And GG, well played. Ladies and gents, we are going through a game 3 in this CIS group.
I will say, especially at the start of this game when I was talking about the draft, I really didn't like the idea of what Team Spirit had, especially the DP, the Ricky, going into SD, Quopham, and Beastmaster.